Hello, my name is Michael, and on this channel I talk about how to make a living as a professional artist. Today we're going to talk a little bit about mindset and draw inspiration from entrepreneurship and athletics. So, one question that I get asked literally every single day is, I have a day job, should I quit it to become a professional artist? Or, should I try and get a day job that I'd like, or a day job that or makes me a lot of money but I don't necessarily like, to go and make my art or whatever. What relationship should you have with your art, with your work, so that you can make art or so that you can be happy? And this is my answer, and it's kind of tricky. First off, you need to decide for yourself. Like any relationship, it's based off of the person involved, so it's really down to your relationship with yourself. But I will tell you how I feel about it with myself. So for me, the biggest thing is whether or not I hate a job or whether or not I like a job, it doesn't matter. I'm immune to it because I feel that my job is not what makes me who I am. Just like my art is not what makes me who I am. I am fulfilled and happy as a person, and so it doesn't really matter if I like my job. Now, that's not to say that I want to do a job that makes me specifically unhappy. Like, I'm not going to do a job where I feel unethical, or a job where it really kind of drains me emotionally or psychologically. But, a lot of times I just feel neutral about a job. And a lot of it has to do with my attitude going into the job. And I'm someone who has kind of hopped around jobs a lot, and I've had a lot of different jobs. I've gone from as a meat slicer at a meat processing plant, where literally it was my job for 12 hours a day to stand in a freezer and slice the fat off of beef on a conveyor belt for $9 an hour, to now owner of a multinational business. Either way, I have the same level of enjoyment. I know that sounds so crazy and it doesn't make sense, but the thing is, whether or not I enjoy my job is not what matters. And I learned this lesson in athletics, and then again at the factory, actually, where I had the benefit of working with really, really, really talented coaches. And I've noticed that the higher the caliber of coach, the more that they would make me do things that I hated or uncomfortable with. My first ever coach made it a requirement that every single time I worked out, I did an exercise that I hated. Because the thing is, you are bad at the exercises that you hate. And so, if you're trying to learn a new skill or whatever, you kind of probably hate it or you're bad at it. For example, I know that I'm bad kind of on camera. It's not naturally a thing for me. I'm not naturally charismatic, but I'm making sure that I'm doing it and I'm learning these skills because I can't let my weakness dictate, the strength of my company or my business or my ability to share what I feel the need to share with the world. So I'm making the YouTube videos because I have something I need to say, and the fact that I'm not charismatic doesn't matter. So I guess to bring this back full circle is to, be happy as a person and don't let your job define you. And then when you do that, it's really freeing. For me, I had a big moment where I was working at a factory and I was making books, and I'd make like 1 million books work shift or whatever. It was ridiculous. And it was horrible. It was a really bad job. And I realized, I was literally going and reading Marx on my lunch break while working in the factory for barely over minimum wage. And that was when I kind of decided to start my own company. And I decided that my job doesn't define who I am. And I wasn't going to let my situation go and determine my happiness. And that has followed me through. And so I've had really great jobs where I'm leading a team of photographers, and I love it. I'm going and I'm photographing awesome people, and I'm meeting awesome people, and I'm traveling, and it's everything that I want. But it doesn't make me any less or more happy than working at the factory because I'm happy as a person. And so that's just some thought for you. Of course, everyone's different. For you, you might draw a lot of happiness or significance out of your job, but that's just something to think about. And my answer to that question that is really so personal that people ask me every single day Be sure to subscribe. I have new videos coming out every single day. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you.